We are currently in the thick of final season here at UNC, and now that I'm graduating this month, I thought I'd share a few of my favorite study spots that I've been using to get away from the chaos that is the UL and Davis during final season. Hopefully at least one of these will help you study this year, and without further ado, let's head to the first place. The first one is going to be over here in beautiful Murphy Hall. It's right next to Lenore if you've never been. It holds the Department of Geography and the Classics. But you're gonna wanna walk in and head up these stairs to the third floor of Murphy. And then once you're on the third floor, it's gonna look like a pretty standard hallway with classrooms and offices. But room 316 is actually a library. And yeah, you can just walk in. It's open between 9 and 5. I believe it's called Ullman Library. So in the middle of the afternoon, if you're looking for a quiet escape from Davis, this is a great place to go. Again, barely anyone knows about it. So I've always seen one of the tables be empty. And again, this is one of the quiet places to study. But yeah, who knew there was a library in the top floor of Murphy? I had 2 classes here over the past 3 years, and I had no idea until 2 months ago. Next up is going to be in Murray Hall, which is the massive building next to where Keenan Labs is on the southwest of main campus. You might think I'm about to say Keenan Science Library, but I'm not. I think Keenan Science Library is pretty well known and small enough to the point where it does get pretty during final season, but if you've never been, you want to give it a shot. Keenan Science Library is also in Murray Hall. But the spot I'm going to be sharing today is above the makerspace. So you can enter through the makerspace entrance, and instead of going through the makerspace, go to the right and then go up these stairs 1 floor. Walk down the hallway and then turn left, and you will see a nice, pretty open area with 3 or 4 different desks and chairs to do work on, with some big windows and a nice view. And that is on the 2nd floor of Murray. And you can also enter this through the ramp on the other side of Murray that faces campus. But if those are full or you want something else, you can go outside to the outdoor stairwell, go up a floor, and then you will see another little nook with tables, desks, and chairs. Or you can go up 1 more floor to the 4th floor, and then you will see this beautiful outdoor area with some desks and chairs. They're not the best quality. They're left over from the COVID desks. But if you want an outdoor place to do work with a solid view, this might be an option. Or you can also stay on that 4th floor and go inside, and that is where I am. And it's just a row of 7 of these comfy chairs and a couple of desks. And the few times I've been up here, no one else has ever been there. So feel free to take advantage. And yeah, I've never needed to go into Murray for a class or anything like that. I didn't even use the makerspace, which I'm kind of sad about. But so if you're like me and never really explored, Murray has some really nice pockets to do work in. And you might notice a little bit of a theme. I enjoy places that have big windows around them, especially ones that you can see part of campus on. I just think that makes me so much more productive when there's natural light coming in. So this next one that I'm at right now might be the nicest place that I show you in this video, but is also probably the furthest walk, probably 15 minutes from the South Campus dorms and also about 15 minutes from main campus. This is the Mary Ellen Jones building on the medical side of campus. You've probably heard of that if you are a medical related major, but I used to come here in freshman year because the shuttle to NC State, which is what I used to take to visit my friends at State, picked up right outside of this building. So while waiting, I would just come in here. It's open for anyone between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. After that, you need a badge, but if you find someone that's leaving, you can have them let you in, which is what I just did because it's 6:15. And yeah, because it's a medical building, it's really modern. All the study spaces have outlets, comfy chairs, tables, big desks, and it's 11 floors, and most of them have a little study space like this right once you come out of the elevator. And then there's little nooks in the hallways that you can also study at. So yeah, I honestly kind of forgot about this a little bit during junior year, but I started coming back a little bit this year, and I wish I utilized it more because it is just a super nice and modern place to study at. There's people walking back now, but usually there's not that many people around. And if you do have a car, there might seem like there's very little parking in the area, and there is, but there is this one tiny lot with 3 spaces right across from the building that is free after 5. Next up, I have the Sonia Haynes Stone Center. If you don't know, it's located right next to the Keenan Football Center and Genome, and honestly anywhere in here. The first 2 floors have pretty standard tables and chairs, but my favorite part about these is that they look right into all this greenery that the Stone Center has right next to it, which is just really peaceful to look into. And I've always been able to find a table here, even during midterm season as well. And then the 3rd floor of the Stone Center, I didn't know this for the longest time, but there is a mini library at the top with a few tables and private booths and even 2 study rooms if you wanted a place to talk. And again, not many people know about this, so it's never full. And if you want a table and a quiet place to study, go to the top of the Stone Center. The next one is in good old Wilson Library, but the spot can be kind of confusing to get to if you've never been before, so pay attention. First, you want to walk in through the main steps, and then instead of going up to the normal reading room, you You want to take a left and walk through the hallway, take a right, and then you will see the Archive Museum. But instead of going in, there should be steps on the left where you can go down. Once you're down, turn around and you'll see a door for the music library. Walk through those and walk past the desk, and then turn right and you should see a sign for the reserves or something like that. In there, turn left and you'll see a sus looking black door that says "To the Stacks" on it, and go through there. And then you're in the Stacks of Wilson. There's a bunch of private little tables and desks here. I know a good amount of people do know about this place because there is always people in here, but even during final season, you'll always be able to find one of these tables and chairs at least. There's also a little fishbowl lounge that overlooks the bell tower. And if you wanted to talk with other people, that's a good place to go. But yeah, it's just so tucked away in the bottom of Wilson. You have to go through like 5 doors to get it, as you saw. And it's a pretty solid place to stay. These chairs are comfy, the desk is big. And if you ever need to like focus and grind, this is a great place to go. This one's kind of an honorable mention because a lot of people know about it and it is get credit at times, but it is the fourth, aka the top floor of the FedEx Global Education Center. It is Wednesday at 6 p.m. right now, and there's only one guy in there. That's actually way less than I was expecting, so maybe it isn't that well known. Yeah, as you saw, the inside of it is pretty nice, and they also have quite a few desks and chairs outside. It is a beautiful day right now. I would love to actually do work here right now, but we gotta finish filming this. There isn't really a view per se. Direct view is just the top of the building, which is a garden, so it is something actually. And yeah, this was like the very first place I discovered in freshman year, away from the libraries, so it holds a special place in my heart. It's a pretty close walk for those of you that are on campus, and if you have a car, you can literally just take this elevator right down to the garage. There's my car. It took no effort to get there. After 5, of course, though, but it does stay open until like the night. If you are an outdoor study person, I would recommend the Azalea Gardens over here. It's a very tiny strip between Carroll Hall and Chapman Hall, and to be honest, there's not really any desks or anything. It's just these 6 little benches that are laid out. It's so peaceful. I've sat here a few times just to literally sit and not do any work. If the weather is really nice outside and you like sitting outside and just working with a laptop on your lap, or if you want to like lie down on one of these, I would definitely recommend it. And usually there's not that many people here always, and there's little animals running around, greenery everywhere. Yeah, really peaceful spot. Next and last spot I have is a little bit of a variety of a spot. It is open classrooms. I do not see open classrooms being taken advantage of enough. There's so many buildings with nice classrooms that you can literally just walk into after hours. Usually the building doors stay unlocked until like 7 or 8, but once you're in, you can just stay as long as you want. A few that come to mind with nice classrooms are Carroll Hall, which I'm in right now. I think this is actually the exact class I took Media 137 in. The business school, if you're on South Campus and want to walk there. Some of the comp sci, like Sitterson, has a couple of good classrooms. Genome has great classrooms. Genome's always really crowded, that's why I didn't put it on this list, but if you go to the upper floors or some of the classrooms on the first floor, sometimes they're just empty, and they are, you know, some of the newest classrooms at UNC. So Haynes Art Center, I think, might lock a little earlier. It has some pretty good classrooms as well. And yeah, just take advantage of empty open classrooms. The chances of someone actually coming in and doing something are extremely low because you're technically allowed to be in it if the door is unlocked. Just think back to any classrooms that you might have been in that would make a good study spot, and go try it out. And on the note of class buildings, there are often like little areas for you to do work within every single class building. That is just way too much to explore, so I can't really tell you the best ones. But if you just walk into a few buildings, like I guarantee you will find a secluded place to do work. But if a crowded place is more your vibe, enjoy the second floor of Davis. Enjoy walking around for so long trying to find tables, because I know I did that too sometimes for the atmosphere having everyone there. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna do it for me. I will see y'all later. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.